What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and today we're going to show some love to Lee, a character that I think is a bit underrated, especially since the reveal of Alpha. I mean, Alpha is stronger than him. She can do more damage than him, right? She's the character that's, top-notch in the Warzone and Pain Cage compared to him. But Lee is freaking strong. And the best thing about Lee is he's just super, super fun. Now, I actually been practicing with this character for the last few days because all I played with is melee attackers like B. Lucia, Alpha, A. Lucia, just melee attackers because I like to be up close and personal. It helps me to see what the opponent is doing so I can react to their movements. But with Lee, he's a range attacker, so I had to play him a little bit different. It took me a little bit to get used to him. I actually still need to work with him a little bit as far as managing his orbs and everything, but really I need to do that with all my characters. But God almighty, he's so fun, and he's just so cool. I mean, look at the character. He's so cool. My hands are going this way, but really it's going this way. My monitor's actually over here, but yeah, this is what you'll be seeing. You'll be looking over here at this Lee right here. But he is so freaking cool. So let's talk about this guy. Let's talk about him. So I got my Lee at SS. He is at level 59. I got 2200 BP. The run that you're going to see is with all this equipment right here. Now the Taco Rev pistol, I mean, it adds a little physical damage increase by 15% when combo is greater than 50. So you got to do a lot of hits, which Lee does, to gain that 15% physical damage. However, if you do happen to have his main weapon here, let's kind of find this sucker here, scroll down here to the 0 scale, this baby here, Space Lord deals 10% more damage, so he's always got 10% more damage. Physical damage is increased by 15% for 5 seconds after a 3 ping. So every time you do a 3 ping, you're going to get an extra 15% increase to your physical damage. And Lee is, I believe, 60% physical damage, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look here real quick just to make sure. Yeah, he's 60% physical damage, so he actually does benefit from this quite a bit. And these are not the optimal memories for him. I don't have the optimal memories. Actually, the best memories for this character would actually be, let's go down to the recycle shop and I'll show you guys. It would actually be a 4-piece Shakespeare set, because this set actually with a 4-piece attacks have a 50% chance to inflict burn for 5 seconds. That synergizes super well with Lee since he is a fire attack. He does have fire damage. And when attacking a burned enemy, there's a 20% chance to cause an explosion, dealing 100% fire damage on a 5-second cooldown. And then the burn reduces the target's fire resistance by 8% and deals 12% fire damage. This is an amazing set. So if you have a 4-piece set for Lee, this would be a godsend for him. And let me see if I can find it here, the Einstein set, a 2-piece set of this. So if you have a 4-piece set of the Shakespeare and a 2-piece of the Einstein, you'll be good to go. This one here, QTE and 3-ping skills, reduce the target's corresponding elemental resistance by 15% for 8 seconds on a 10-second cooldown. So it's a resistance down is what it is. So it's actually going to allow him to do a lot of damage, which is fantastic, guys. I mean, so that'd be the optimal memory set to go with. As far as how you should play Lee, I mean, I don't even have Lee skills up. I got level 10, level 9, level 9. I do have level 20, level 1. But his red orbs fires 15 quick shots at the target that deals a certain percentage of damage, physical damage, per shot based on the number of orbs pinging. Gains super armor while using this skill. And this is the skill where he's like, and he can walk, or you can move him while you're doing this. It's so freaking cool. I love this skill. And he actually won't get guard broken. He still take damage, but he won't get guard broken while he's doing it. And it just makes him super, super fun. I love this damn skill. And then the yellow one. And the yellow and the red are really the big kahunas for Lee. I mean, the blue's good too, don't get me wrong, but these really are the big kahunas. The yellow fires a blasting round at the target that explodes a hit and deals a certain percentage of damage. Fire damage based on the number of orbs ping, and creates a burning area for 3 to 4 to 5 seconds. That deals a certain percentage fire damage for half a second to the enemies that's inside. Attacking enemies in the burning area deals extra 8.82% fire damage up to once per 0.1 second. So whenever you do this skill, before you do the red skill, you're going to start applying fire damage, right? So he's going to be doing a lot more damage. And that's really the way you want to play him. Anytime you get those yellow orbs, you want to hit those things, especially if you got a 3-ping. You want to hit those things and then go into your red. I mean, obviously it's going to depend on memory sets you have. I have a Hannah set on my character, so I actually get 25% increased damage whenever I do a 3-ping, so it's actually really good. whenever I try to do 3 pings, and really you should anyways because you just get more damage. But the blue fires an explosive round at the target, dealing a certain percentage of physical damage based on the normal orb's ping. So again, you want to do the yellow orb always, so you can always apply fire damage and add on to that physical damage that you're already going to be doing. That's very, very important when you're playing with this character. His basic attack, I mean, I just have it at level 7, and then his signature move, it costs 100 energy, so, I mean, you're going to have to max out your energy in order to do it. It's not like other characters that have 80 energy where they can use their ultimates more often. So whenever you're playing this character, you're really going to have to be more skill-based in your dodging. And something to note about him, since he isn't a melee attacker, he won't dodge as much. Melee attackers, I believe that, I mean, this is off the top of my head, but I believe they have 5 dodges available to, 5 consecutive dodges available to them. And I believe a gunslinger, like a range attacker like Lee here, has, I think, 4, if I'm not mistaken, which does make a difference. You have to be very careful when you're playing with a character like this because you can't dodge as much. So you're going to be switching your characters more often when you're playing with this kind of character. And obviously it always depends on the opponents you're facing as well. And then you got a 360-degree shooting, rapid fire, right? This is QT's skill. It does deal, he does his dual guns, dealing a certain percentage of physical damage. This QT skill really isn't going to do that much damage right now because I only have it at level 6, so it's not really doing that much. But physical damage inflicts electrocute, takes the target extra about 13% physical damage for 5 seconds. And obviously this is going to go up when you level it up. And I could level him up, but I'm just trying to conserve my resources for other characters that I'm actually using in Warzone and Pancage, unfortunately. But man, I really do want to level up Lee, and eventually I will. He's freaking awesome. And then the level 7 here, and then attacker extra bonus damage increases by 13.53%. Well, actually, and then when you awaken Palefire's ultimate rank, he'll gain 3 orbs when entering battle, which is pretty typical. And then you go to controlling bullet, which the core passive after pinging a yellow orb, and then the next red orb, skill will inflict blast. Bullets explode after hitting the target, dealing 20% fire damage to the enemies in the area. And this is exactly why you want to do the yellow and then the red. And I don't even have these next ones unlocked, which is hilarious, right? The leadership, I don't even have unlocked. So the run you're going to see, his leadership isn't even going to be an apply, which is pretty funny. But he has increased all party physical damage by 5%, elemental damage by 5%. So you can actually buff up some other elemental damage dealing characters a little bit. And this passive, landing prediction, when hitting enemies in the burning area of infernal shot, extra damage increases by 15%. But again, none of this is unlocked. I mean, whenever he gets to, like this here, if I would just unlock it, I would actually have that extra 15% damage. And then if I go to Triple S, passive extra damage increases by 15% before taking any damage, and has a 10-second cooldown, which is really nice. And then when you go to SS Plus, he gets an extra 20% increase to his damage, which is freaking insane, right? I mean, he's a super, super fun character. Right now, I do have him at level 59. And again, you know, for those of you that don't have Alpha and you have Lee, he is an excellent character to use in her place if you're not using her. And even if you are using her, you can still use a character like Lee, like in the lower stages of Warzone, Pancage. You can just have some fun with him in the story mode, which is what we're going to do today. Just have a ball with this guy because he's so freaking cool and so fun. His animations are absolutely beautiful, and I love the hell out of him. I think he's awesome, and I'm going to continue to play with this guy and practice with him a lot more so I can get better at using him, because I still got some work to do as far as playing with Lee. I mean, I still need to, again, manage my orbs a little bit better, but I'm doing the best I can. So right now, I'm just going to let y'all watch a run that I did with Lee against Kamu, against 812 story mode, and let me know how y'all doing in the game. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GMT plus 7 time. The link will be in the description below, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See y'all in the next one.